There's something different about the way she looks at you. Not every time, not always, just in those rare, quiet moments when she thinks you're not watching. It's not loud, not obvious. She doesn't flirt, she doesn't confess, but her energy changes. She'll be mid-sentence and suddenly she'll pause. Her eyes linger. Her breath catches her body, faces you. When she speaks to someone else, she remembers something you said weeks ago, something you forgot, you even said. And when you leave the room, you can feel that part of her didn't want you to. No one told you she likes you. There were no love notes, no texts that gave it away, but somehow something in your gut knows, because there's a frequency to her presence, a soft tension in the way she laughs at your jokes, a hesitation in her voice when she says goodbye. You wonder, is she just being kind? Is she just naturally warm? Or is there something more, something she's hiding beneath the surface? Here's the truth. Most men never understand when a woman has a secret crush on you, a real internal pull. She's not ready to speak out loud. Her body starts leaking signals. Her words are too afraid to release. And those signals, they're subtle, but they're always there, waiting for the right kind of man to see them. Not the man who interrupts, not the man who rushes, not the man who begs for signs, but the man who notices the man who stands in his masculine stillness and reads what she doesn't even say out loud in this video. I'll show you the 11 subtle but clear signs that a woman has a crush on you, even if she's too proud, too scared, or too emotionally guarded to admit it. And once you understand how to decode her secret signals, you'll never be confused by her silence again, because the signs were there all along. You just needed their eyes to see them. Let's begin. Welcome to our channel where men don't beg for attention. They recognize the invisible signs that most people are too distracted to see in a world obsessed with instant answers, constant validation, and loud performances. You stand apart not because you say more, but because you see more, because you understand that real desire doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides beneath her tone, behind her smile. In the moment she looks away just a little too quickly, you're not here to chase women. You're here to learn how to read them. Because while most men wait for a clear confession, a text, a compliment, a flirtatious invitation, the wise man knows this. A woman with a secret crush won't always say it out loud, but she will show it if you know how to watch and make no mistake. There is a difference between how she acts around a friend and how she acts around you. It's in the details. She lingers longer in conversation. She finds ways to be close to you without drawing attention. She lights up when you walk in, even if she quickly hides it behind a casual mask. This isn't immature. This isn't a game. It's human psychology, because the more intense the crush, the more likely she is to protect it, not reveal it. You see, women fear vulnerability just like you. They fear rejection, embarrassment, exposure. So when they develop feelings, true, emotional, instinctive pull, they don't always lean in. They hesitate, they test, they reveal it in fragments. That's why the Stoic man must see between the words. You must observe her energy, her attention, her emotional rhythm, not just what she says, but what she avoids saying. Not just how she acts, but how she subtly shifts. When you are near, she may be laughing with her friends, but she's watching how you react. She may act indifferent, but she's the first to remember your birthday, your habits, your stories. She may not flirt openly, but she's always present, tuned in, responsive, nervous, in the way only someone with a hidden desire can be. And if you're the man who sees through masks, who holds his frame instead of reaching for hers, you'll start to feel it before she ever admits it. Because women don't always fall for the loudest guy in the room. They fall for the one who makes them feel seen without needing to perform, the one whose calm energy disrupts her rhythm, the one who seems to understand her without needing a word. That's you. That's why you're here. So today I'll show you the 11 clearest signs that a woman is silently and secretly developing a crush on you. These signs are real, backed by psychology, and once you've learned to see them, you'll never again confuse indifference with subtle affection. This isn't about chasing. This is about noticing what was always there, because when you understand female psychology through the lens of presence and power, you don't need her to confess her body language, her energy, her timing. They confess for her. This is Stoic paradox, where we decode silence, where we master presence. She gets protective over you in subtle emotional ways if someone insults you, even jokingly. She gets defensive if you're left out of a conversation. Where we read emotion like an art form, calm, centered, and unshakable. Let's begin one. Her eyes keep returning to you even when you're not speaking. She might be across the room in conversation with someone else, distracted by a crowd, a class, or a meeting, but somehow her eyes keep coming back to you. Not in a dramatic, flirty way, not with a smirk or exaggerated stare, but in quiet, hidden glances, almost like she's trying to convince herself she's not looking at you when a woman has a secret crush. Her visual focus betrays her thoughts. Her logic may resist, but her gaze doesn't lie. It's involuntary, and if you catch her, she'll look away quickly, touch her hair, or pretend to be preoccupied. But the truth already slipped out in a fraction of a second. 2, she remembers things you barely remember saying. You told her once offhand that you love a certain band, a random snack, or a quote that stuck with you. You moved on, but she didn't. Days later, or she mentions it, brings you that snack, quotes your quote, or references something you forgot you even shared. That's not casual interest, that's a mental bookmark. That's her collecting fragments of your personality and storing them in the private space of her emotional memory. A woman with a secret crush doesn't just hear you, she studies you, and her memory becomes the proof. 3, her mood shifts based on your energy. You walk in the room and her entire energy changes. If you're excited, she lights up. If you're down, she softens. If you're distant, she seems uneasy. She may not say anything directly, but her emotional world is tied to yours. When a woman is secretly into you, your presence has the power to shift her weather. This is emotional investment, the kind you can't fake. You'll feel her react to your energy even when you're silent. 4, she creates opportunities to be near you without making it obvious. She starts showing up at places she knows you'll be. She joins a project, a group, an event you mentioned once in passing. She picks the seat near you or randomly ends up walking beside you. It's not direct pursuit, it's proximity disguised as coincidence. Because when she has a crush, she won't always confess it with words, but her body will want to be close. Even if it's unspoken, even if it's subtle, you'll feel it. The closeness, the pull, the invisible thread between you 5. She asks you questions that reveal she's imagining you in her life. She doesn't ask, "Do you like me?" Instead, she asks, "What kind of woman are you into? Would you ever date someone older? Could you see yourself in a long-distance relationship?" She frames it hypothetically, curiously casually, but beneath the words, she's measuring herself against your answer. She's testing the waters, not because she's unsure of you. Just, but because she's unsure if her fantasy could ever become real. 6, she gets nervous around you at random, unexpected moments. She might be confident with others, but something shifts around you. She fidgets, touches her hair more, plays with jewelry, lowers her voice, struggles to find the right words. This isn't shyness, it's high emotional stimulation. Her body is reacting to the pressure of being seen by the man she secretly likes. That awkward energy, that subtle self-consciousness. It's the truth slipping out through tension. 7, she mirrors your behavior without realizing it. You lean back, she leans back. You fold your arms, she does the same. You scratch your chin a moment later. So does she. She's not copying you. Her nervous system is syncing with yours. Mirroring is one of the deepest signs of rapport. When a woman has a secret crush, her subconscious wants to match your rhythm, to feel in harmony with your presence. And the result is this strange, beautiful imitation that she doesn't even know she's doing. Includes you. If you seem stressed, she offers to help or listen. This isn't just kindness, it's emotional territory. A woman with a crush starts to feel emotionally responsible for you. Even if you've never been romantic, she doesn't want to share you. She doesn't want others to hurt you. She wants to feel like she's connected to your well-being, and that's not just a friend, that's a guardian of emotional space, a quiet, protective role rooted in attraction. 9, she notices the little changes in you. Before anyone else does, you changed. Your haircut wore something different, said something more personal than usual. And somehow she notices instantly, no announcement, no seeking attention. But her eyes track your changes like a radar, because when a woman secretly likes you, she becomes hyper-aware of your evolution. She notices even the subtlest shift in your mood, your style, your story. It's not obsession. 8, it's admiration filtered through stillness. 10, she laughs at things no one else finds funny just because you said them. You say something dry, something low-key, a quiet joke, maybe a little strange. No one reacts, but she does. She laughs, not at the joke, but because you said it, that's called emotional bias. She's tuned to your frequency and she's finding joy not in the content, but in the connection, when her laughter feels personal. Not social, it's often a crush revealing itself in sound. 11, she extends conversations, even when there's nothing left to say. You said goodbye. The conversation naturally ended, and then she adds something, a random question, a soft joke, a delay tactic that keeps the moment alive. Why? Because letting go of you even for a moment feels heavier than she'll admit. And women with secret crushes do this all the time. They cling to the moment, hoping you don't notice or hoping you do. This is her not wanting the conversation to end. Because deep down, it's not just about talking. It's about being in your presence. And if you stay still long enough, you'll feel it. So now you've seen it. Not heard it, seen it. Because that's what this is all about. Not chasing words, not begging for clarity, but calmly reading what's already there. If you felt even one of these signs in a woman's presence, if you replayed moments in your mind just now and realized she might have been showing you what you were too distracted to notice, then now you know she didn't need to say it. She was already showing it in her eyes, in her timing, in the tension. She couldn't explain when you entered the room. Most men miss these moments because they want something louder, clearer, bolder. But desire isn't always allowed. Attraction doesn't always announce itself. And real chemistry, it often starts in the silence, in the little things in everything she's trying not to say. A stoic man doesn't try to force it. He doesn't react with desperation. He notices, he holds frame, and he lets her attraction become the truth she reveals to herself. Not because he chased it, but because he earned it. So if this video helped open your eyes, if something finally clicked, if you felt that quiet power returning to your chest where it belongs, subscribe to this channel, because we're not building men who chase. We're building men who command energy through stillness, awareness, and presence. Like this video, if you've ever experienced that strange tension with a woman who didn't say it, but everything about her felt like she was already yours. Comment below, have you ever looked back at a time when a woman clearly had a crush on you and you didn't realize it until later? Your story might help another man wake up in time and remember this. You don't need her to tell you, you just need to stay present long enough for her energy to reveal it. Because the man who listens deeply, who sees clearly, who walks in stillness, that's the man she secretly hopes notices her. That's the man who doesn't chase women because women are already chasing the feeling they get when he's near. This is where we don't play games, we master perception. And in a world full of noise, we train men to speak powerfully, even when they say nothing until next time. Stay calm, stay grounded, and never mistake her silence for disinterest. She may not say it out loud, but if you've watched her closely, you already